Welcome to my channel. Hey, how you doing? My name is Victoria. If you're new here, what's up? If you're not, what's up? You know how this goes. And if you don't know how this goes, welcome. My name is Victoria. I like to do this lovely thing on my channel, several lovely things. Sometimes I talk about weight loss. Sometimes I'm getting Reddit with Tid. I read Reddits. Sometimes I do a thing called Get Reddit with me, and sometimes I'm doing a reaction, and sometimes I'm doing whatever the hell I want. And today, we're going to be doing a Get Reddit with me, where I put on my makeup, I read a Reddit story, and we talk about it. Technically speaking, I was supposed to be doing a reaction today, but that plan kind of fell through. So we're gonna be getting Reddit with me, and yeah, let's get started. Today's question is, am I the a-hole for ignoring my mother-in-law after she made an announcement at my wedding? And oh boy, I've done a couple mother-in-law videos on my channel before. If you there's a playlist somewhere of Get Reddit with me's and Reddit stories. Go check those out so you can see how my thoughts on mother-in-laws go. I'm not married, have no intention to be married until I find the right one, of course, the right guy. So that's not really an issue for me right now. But mother-in-law stories scare me a little bit, and they very much so deter me from even trying to get actually like seriously involved with somebody. Today's foundation, by the way, I usually use Fenty, but today we're using what is this? The No Filter Sticks from ColourPop. All right, so let's get started. So for our information, we have a 24-year-old female. She says she's just recently married her childhood sweetheart. Congratulations, sis. I know this looks orange on me. Just stick with me, I promise. She's recently married her childhood sweetheart. They had a pretty small wedding due to the fact that we're in the middle of a Popeye's chicken panoramic protractor. And it was planned well in advance, and they couldn't really cancel a lot, so they ended up losing a little bit of money. So she just kept it to her family, and everyone else said like, okay, we can go to a party a little bit later in the year. It's not that big of a deal. No big deal. No problems. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Their wedding is very small. She does have to say that her husband's parents had him very, very young, like 18 and 19 years old young. Which no shame there. Damn, I look orange. I promise you this will work out eventually. You just gotta stick with me. Yeah, so they had him very young, and they had a small wedding planned, as she said, but they have like traditional stuff planned for during the wedding. So like traditional speeches, first dance, so on and so forth. So the day before the wedding, the mother-in-law asked, hey, do you think it'd be cool if I said a couple of words? And they were like, yeah, but you'd have to talk before the husband talks, or the groom talks. You'd have to talk before he talks. And they're thinking, oh, she's going to talk about us, and she's going to talk about our love and our love stories. We've been together for so long. They were wrong. She was very incorrect. So at the wedding, she decides to say, hey, this is her speech, by the way. This speech has nothing to do with them. She goes, hi, everybody. I'm the mother of the groom, and I'm pregnant. At the wedding, in your panties, in your damn panties. So she's young and healthy. Ain't even like a big thing for her to be pregnant. So I don't know why she felt the need to announce it. So everybody, of course, is like, oh, okay, that's shocking. Definitely an attention grabber. Congratulations, bitch. Okay, I didn't pre-read this one. So she's like, oh, okay, well, it'd be one thing if it was just like, okay, you just fucked up my wedding. That's one thing. But then she says, I'm also pregnant, and I was also going to announce my pregnancy at my wedding. Bitch. The tea. Okay, so she told the husband, like, you know what, just leave it out, forget it. No point in even trying to have a conversation there. Shit. Yikes, sis, yikes. She says that the night was pretty much donezo for her from there. She was like, I don't really want to hang out anymore. Like the night was pretty much sour for her from there. So she did not speak to her mother-in-law again for some few days. And then her sister-in-law called her and was like, hey sis, what's up? What's the matter? What's the problem? And she tells her essentially like, yeah, I feel some type of way. Your mom announced her pregnancy at my wedding, didn't really ask us if she could do that. She just asked if she could speak at our wedding, and we are going to sit here and assume that she's going to talk about us, and that's not what happened. And she essentially does what anybody would do, or what most people, terrible people, tend to do. She tries to say it's her fault. She says like, oh, you're the one that ruined your own wedding. You're selfish. You're this, that, and the third. Bullshit, but okay. You're the one, it's really your fault if you think about it, because you could have just taken the news as it was and not did all that. That wasn't necessary, whatever, whatever. Blah, 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 blase, blase, hit the nay, nay, hit the whip, right? And of course she's like, okay, I guess it's my fault because I ruined my own wedding, quotation, quotation. And her husband is on her side. Her husband is like, yeah, that was weird. Why would why would why would she do that? She's saying like, did I overreact? Like, we're such a close family. Maybe I shouldn't have reacted the way that I did, so on and so forth. She wants to know, am I the a-hole for the way I reacted? Now, before I get into my thoughts, my opinions, I'm gonna read some of the Redditors' opinions. Okay, hopefully I'm in the same position that I was when I left, because my coffee came and I can't just not go get my coffee soon. Anyway, I'm going to be reading some of the Redditors' thoughts and opinions. So we have the very first one says, you are not the a-hole. Nobody should ever make a personal announcement at your wedding without speaking to you, or generally speaking to the couple of the wedding first, which I agree. Somebody didn't even give an answer. They just said, this is tacky. And I agree. This is tacky as hell. There is nothing like remotely classy about this. Why would you, like, what did she think would come of this? This is so like, like, okay, sis, I see you. There's a lot of people shaming the grandma or shaming the mother-in-law for her age, and I'm not even going to touch on that. Anyway, damn. Okay, somebody else said that it would be very, very hard for you to turn around a reception like this. Like, really, there's not much that can be said here in regard to like what can be done, because like she already took all the joy from the event for you. So the mother-in-law being like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, XYZ, but it's like you already took everything. You took the joy, you took the possibility of whatever we had, you took it already. So there's no, you don't even have to be like, oh, it's not a big deal, because just you are the big deal. You took it already. Now this person said that the only way to make this better would be to beat her with sarcasm and be like, oh no, it's fine. I'm so glad you're having a child. I'm so glad you're doing XYZ. No, we shouldn't be celebrating the fact that I'm getting married or that your son is getting married. We should be celebrating the fact that you're still getting some and that my husband is going to be a big brother at 25. Which, no shame. Like, that's not even the problem. But we should be celebrating that and not the fact that we're getting married. Congratulations. Now, I personally am all for having conversations that need to be had. I'm even all for having discussions that need to be had, like, publicly. Sometimes you gotta put a nigga on the spot to make something happen, right? But, this right here, to me, did not need to happen at all. This was your child's day. There's so many ways to go about this, and this probably was not the best way for it to happen. Well, let's perspective time, even though I'm not going to edit it in. Let's start with the bride's perspective, because there's no matter what, we know what the answer is, but we're going to do it anyway. Split perspective. I'm getting married. I am happy. I'm marrying somebody I've known my entire life. I love his family. His family loves me. I am so excited to be a part of this thing that I wanted nothing more to be a part of, clearly, because we've been dating since we were children. I have no problem with my mother-in-law speaking of my function, even though my function is already being downsized and downgraded to high hell. I want it to be fun. I want it to be fabulous. I want it to be traditional in certain aspects. But then, I'm pregnant. People don't know that I'm pregnant, and I'm expecting at my function to be able to announce that I am pregnant. Don't get in my eye, don't get in my eye, please don't get in my eye. Ow! Okay. Ow, 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 fuck, ow. I have this expectation of my wedding being like what I have always imagined it being. We're doing this, by the way. I did a blue look off camera I think last week, or in the last video, I was wearing blue makeup. And I'm doing it again because I'm kind of obsessed. We're going to try something else, though. I don't really know how to do that. We're going to try something else, though. I'm walking around the expectation of my life, or not my life, my wedding being something absolutely amazing, super fab, super cute, super me, super my husband, super happy, super what the fuck ever, right? I'm walking around the expectation of my wedding being something special because it's my fucking wedding and it should be whatever I want it to be. Now my mother-in-law decides she's going to make an announcement at my wedding, and I'm thinking she's going to talk about us, so on and so forth. You heard this story already. This split perspective is going to be very easy because from the mother-in-law's position, I don't know any of her thoughts, but all I know is that she thought this was acceptable, and I don't know why. As somebody already said, this is tacky as hell. This doesn't scream high class, high fashion at all. Ugh. It very much so says to me that you walked with the expectation of being able to do whatever the hell you wanted at your kid's wedding. So you thought, or at least so you thought, and you thought, oh, I'm going to make this announcement and not even try and have a discussion prior of, hey, the announcement might not be what you think the announcement is. Also, if somebody says, hey, can I make an announcement at your wedding? More than likely, the announcement does not pertain to you. She said, can I speak at your wedding? Not can I make an announcement? There's a difference. I know how this looks. Kind of. Stick with me. Once again, not a beauty guru. Do I want to be? Questionable. But, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. If somebody if she had had this conversation beforehand and was like, hey, I think this is what I'm going to do at your wedding, or hey, I should probably tell y'all I'm expecting, or something like that. She herself said in the post, like, I wouldn't have let her do that. Why? Because it's her fucking wedding. Now I'm no stranger to weddings, nor am I a stranger to bridezillas, nor am I a stranger to like low-key hating weddings, but also really loving them. Here's the thing. At first, when I read it, I was like, oh, this is going to be like a Bridezilla story and she's going to flip it and XYZ. There is no Bridezilla here. This isn't even a story where it's like, oh, somebody did XYZ. No, it's really just like somebody overstepped their boundaries. They took their 2-3 seconds of relevance in regard to this situation. They took it too seriously. They took it out of hand and she just ran with it. She went for it. Do I agree with what she did? No. Do I think it's serious enough to break up a family? No. Like, the way she's talking about it, she's like, oh, I think we need a little positivity, and I'm the one that ruined my own wedding, and so on and so forth. But I really don't think it's that serious. Now, how do I say this without sounding shady? I have been a witness to weddings where the bride's attitude, which that's not really just my experience, that's a general thing about a wedding. The bride's attitude does impact the rest of the evening. Rightfully so in this case, but I will say, yeah, no, you can definitely, for somebody to be like, oh, I ruined my own wedding. You probably didn't ruin your own wedding. You're probably just like being the bride and being upset, which is normal because the bride's attitude affects the rest of the wedding. How she holds herself and how she carries herself affects the rest of the wedding because all the attention should be on her because it's her fucking wedding. Yeah, it's the groom's wedding. He's there too. And he said he himself was uncomfortable, not because of the bride, but because of what the mom did. In my opinion, there's a million different ways to handle stuff like this. Now, I'm not getting married anytime soon, as I've said before, but like reading stories like this and experiencing stuff in real life has made me come up with like a mental plan, like a mental map of what to do. All right, tips and tricks for your wedding. Number 1, if anybody comes up to grab the mic or they try to grab the mic, just don't give it to them. Just don't give it to them. It's not worth your time. Because if they just come up and try to grab the mic and they weren't supposed to speak in the first place, not you offering the mic, they just grab the mic, fight your damnedest not to give it to them because they're going to say something stupid out their mouth. That's number 1. Number 2, if it's a situation where like, oh, somebody last minute says, hey, can I say something? I feel like, at least for my wedding, I want, for a certain people, I want a written out like letter. Like, what are you going to say? I need to know what you're going to say because there's some people in the world that have great intentions and bad presentation. Now, I want everything to be said genuinely. You don't have to say it word for word, but I'd be hot damned if you get up there to talk about my wedding and who I am and my husband and my life and XYZ, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about you, your baby mama, and baby daddy, and all the cars you have. I do not want to hear it. I'm back. I left, got coffee, lived a little, drew hearts on my face. I may have also found the secret of the Nim, and now I have a friend with me. Say hey, Shy.
Hey, Jay.
So I'm gonna get her up to speed on this story real quick, and then we're gonna finish my face. She's gonna talk about her thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna finish mine, and then we're gonna go hang out. So here's the story. Our Redditor is 24, 25, something like that. None of that shit really matters. All I know is that she got married to her childhood sweetheart. Not even high school sweetheart, childhood sweetheart. On some Sweet Home Alabama type shit. Very cute.
Oh,
Huh?
oh, Sweet Home Alabama. So like, are they related?
No, the movie.
I know, but
Anyway, um, yeah, no, so they're married. And at their wedding, or the day before their wedding, her mother-in-law says, "Hey, can I speak during your reception?" They're like, "Of course you can speak during our the recession of 2008. You can speak during our reception. Of course you can, because sure." She gets up there. She says, "Hey, everybody, I'm pregnant." Naturally, yeah, naturally, everyone's like, "Bitch, what?" And she's like, "I'm pregnant." Now, please note, it's not like she's super old. She's 48, so she can very well get pregnant and all that good stuff. So that's not even the issue here. Now, the bride wants to know if she was the a-hole for being upset about her mother-in-law announcing her pregnancy when she did not say she was going to announce her pregnancy. She did not have an announcement of any kind with them prior, and also the bride herself was pregnant and planned to announce it during the wedding. So she wants to know if she's the a-hole or not. Now, huh? Yeah, that's yeah. Oof. Yeah, no. And from what I'm reading, which I already said this, there's a lot of people shaming the mother-in-law for getting pregnant so late in the game, and I'm over here like, that what does that have to do with anything? She can get pregnant. Right. She can get pregnant whenever, however many times she wants to. That's not the issue. The issue here is that, bitch, now was neither the time nor the place. She did not know that. I agree. Now, what I was talking about before I had to stop filming. They don't know why I had to stop filming. I'm sorry. Now y'all can see my wig head. She's been through it. Don't judge her. We all have a story. My wig head has a really long and sad one. But yeah, no, before I left, I was saying that I personally, as a person who is a frequenter of weddings, I know what to do and what not to do at this juncture. And I know one thing that will never fucking happen at my wedding. You not good enough to give a speech unless you have asked prior to give a speech, or unless I know you are a trustworthy family member. I know you gotta write out your speech beforehand and give it to somebody. I also, if you're like last at the last second, like, "Hey, I would like to say something, XYZ," I want to know what you're gonna say beforehand, because some people may have great intentions and bad presentation. And I don't want to hear about Susie, Michael, Jackson, Tortoise, what? Tortoise, Tito. I don't want to hear about anybody else but me and my husband, or your relation to me and my husband at my wedding. I don't want to hear it, because that's just, girl, why would you get up there and say you're pregnant? Like, who was that for?
Right, who are you telling?
Like, and then on top of that, they blamed her for it. They were like, "Oh, it's your fault that your wedding turned out the way it did, because everybody could feel your negative energy and your negative vibes, blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit." Now, yeah, right. No, not only does everybody have to fight individually, I want a written out essay of why. Like, why is it my fault? I have a list of people in my head that they're not invited to my wedding. The overall question here is this person an a-hole? No. If anything, the mother-in-law and the sister-in-law are a-holes because the sister-in-law is the one that said it was her fault. Ma'am, it's not my fault that your mom doesn't know how to act at a wedding. It's not. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that a grown-ass woman doesn't know her time or her place. How those two things came into question, I'm unsure, but it's not my fault. It's not her fault. It's nobody's fault that she thought this was acceptable behavior. Do I believe in getting revenge? Yes. Do I think it's right? No, don't do that. It's probably not okay. I don't think getting revenge is a good idea. I wouldn't do it. Do I believe it's possible? Yes. Do I think it's necessary though? No. Here's the question, Shalisha, because you've seen my face already prior. Black lipstick or pink lipstick? We'll see. Hold on. Wow. Hold on. Thoughts on my face right now. She can't see my face. I wish I had lashes. I do have lashes in the room. I'm just too lazy to go get them. Why? Because that would require me to get the fuck up, get the fuck over there, and come the fuck back, and I'm not doing that. So, that just sounds like a commitment that I'm not willing to make. And also, I just kind of feel like lashes, yeah, they would make the look even better, but, like, I look great. I do. And I was scared of this foundation at first, but it's a little off, but it's not terrible. The black lipstick is confusing, but I like it. So, overall, let's answer this question. Huh? It is what it is. I'm confused, but I look cute. Like, I don't know what I'm giving right now. I don't even have like a thing to compare this to. Like, imagine Chloe from the Bratz meets like every angry me. Is this person an a-hole? No. Who is the a-hole though? Her mother-in-law. What should she have gone out of her way to announce her pregnancy at her wedding without explaining or expressing what she was going to do? Absolutely the fuck not. Would she be the a-hole if she got revenge? I'm not gonna sit here and say I condone revenge, but I do condone choice words being used. Let's say that. Because sometimes you gotta let a nigga know something to let a nigga know something. You know what I mean? It is what it is in that case, in that situation, in that scenario. So I feel as though she should probably have a discussion with her. No, it is not her fault. Yes, you can feel somebody's emotions, especially a bride's emotions at the wedding, but it is her fucking wedding and all the attention is supposed to be on her in the first motherfucking place. And the fact that she went out of her way to take the attention from her to announce her pregnancy, like anybody wouldn't give a fuck the next day if she decided to announce her pregnancy on Facebook the next day, like a normal woman in her 40s would do. All of that is problematic. So, no, you're not the a-hole. Thoughts, Shalisha?
No. Final thoughts?
Yeah.
Normalize
What?
Normalize removing people from your space in your life, in your happy moments, for the sake of your happiness. You don't have to please everybody, even if it's your mother-in-law, your mom, or whatever. If they're disrespecting you, you don't have to disrespectfully remove them, but you can remove them from your space.
That part. And it wouldn't be a problem if you had been like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, because it's a common trope at this point for mothers and mother-in-laws to not speak to each other. I pray in both of our situations with our significant others, Lord, give us mother-in-laws that aren't crazy, because I don't have time for the games. I will go to prison. I will go right to prison.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this was today's video. This is today's look. I don't know what it is, and you don't know what it is, but I hope that you liked it. I hope you share this video with your friends and that you subscribe to my channel. I just want to say very much so, thank you so much. Because I actually, after I posted the Journey Hoffmeyer video, my subscribers shot up. I got like 20 subscribers in like a week. So, and that's not a huge number, but it's a big ass number to me. So, thank you so much. I now have 130 subscribers. Hi, that's crazy to me. For me to just open my YouTube and see so many notifications saying so-and-so to subscribe to your channel. It feels great. So, thank you so much. So I hope you subscribe to my channel too. I hope you watch this video and share it with your friends. And I hope you have a discussion. I hope your mother-in-law's not a bitch. So, it is what it is. All right. I'll see you on Tuesday. No, Friday. Tuesday. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye. Bitch, my back hurts. Oh my God. My back is killing me. Talk about these hearts though. You can't see the hearts, but these hearts is looking like little colorful squares. They were supposed to be hearts. They're colorful squares. I have a not so middle, a not so middle part, and a white sweater in 72-degree weather. We plan well over here.
We love planning. Hey, I'm on the floor. Like I knew you said I'm on the floor, but my brain said, "Oh, you said I have all the floor."
To do with what?
I have all the floor. Huh?
To do what with? I don't know why I left. I left for look at my hand. I left for several reasons, but I had to hang up to go get my coffee and stuff. Yes, but also my legs keep falling asleep because I'm on the floor, and I really should be filming this in my chair, and it really shouldn't have taken me damn near 2 hours to film a video that will literally only be 20 minutes long. But I don't know how to like time manage correctly, so I'm not gonna cry.